Hi everyone! Welcome to my August live. I had to think about that. I always have to think about it. Let's just go with every single month I'm going to think about it. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I have deliberately given myself something to do because I don't know how well I'm going to do at just chatting. As you guys know, I've had a rough month or so. The whole lockdown thing in Victoria has just thrown me a bit for a loop and I'm just very tired all the time. So I'm going to try and be as upbeat and energetic and me as I humanly can be. But just know if I sort of start dipping a little bit, you guys need to say something funny to make me happy again. But yeah, I'm just super excited to be here hanging out with you guys tonight. So thank you very much for coming. I'm going to say a quick hi to Diana and to Tabitha and to Yvonne and Caroline and Di and Lani and Sarah and Ruth and Sammy. And anyone else who's there. If you guys want to leave a comment, I'll say hi. I assume everybody's there. I'm not sure. But thank you guys so much for coming. Ruth, your comment in particular, thank you just so much. I didn't feel like anyone missed me, and I mean this in the non-bad way. I didn't miss making videos. I really enjoyed having a week, 2 weeks off. But I missed you guys. I didn't miss the filming of the videos, and I know Ryan didn't miss the editing of the videos. But I definitely missed the interaction with you guys, which was what was missing and was why I wanted, definitely wanted to come back. Hey Esther. Okay, so what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to set up my YouTube planner for September, October, November, which we're going to go into this beauty, which is my Books and Botanicals TN from Planners Anonymous. Sorry, Jet's just wandering around in the background, so just ignore him. I haven't even punched the holes and everything in this one yet, so I thought that we'd do it all together and it'll just be a whole big thing. But before I get to the actual decorating, you guys need to tell me which kit you want me to use. Now, I did have a couple of people answer the question that I put up on Instagram, which, if I can find that right app, I'll tell you what the answers were. Emma said Planner Babe or Northern Lights, and Nancy from Stationery Happiness said the latest one. So I'm not ignoring your suggestions, but I used Northern Lights this month. Oh, not this month, the month before. No, I didn't. Jeez, I used it back in June. But I've only just used Northern Lights, so I'm not going to use Northern Lights. I just don't feel like Planner Babe. I feel like Planner Babe going in that blue planner is just going to look a little bit silly. So I'm kind of avoiding that one. And the latest one, I'm guessing you mean Woodland Wonders, and I can't do that, Nancy, because I haven't used it in my planner yet, and I don't ever use it anywhere else until I've used it in my planner first. So I'm not discounting your ideas, and I appreciate your ideas no end, but I'm not going to do them, which makes me feel really horrible. So you can get any other one you like, basically. Please, I just want you to throw suggestions at me. Books and Botanicals Lime Trooper, no, but only because I only just used it. Like, it was in the last... It wasn't in the last lot. So the last ones I've used were Northern Lights, Alpine, and then I've just used Holiday Home. So they're the ones I'm trying to avoid. Caroline Celebrate falls into the same category as Woodland Wonders. And plus I want to save that for when I get the new TN, which if you guys haven't seen it, is coming tomorrow. No, don't tell everybody. Tell everybody. So I've only just recently used Books and Botanicals. It must have been in the one before. Oops, I dropped a whale. Is it a whale or a shark? Shark. Oh yeah, I used Books and Botanicals in May. So, nah. Feel like I want to use something springy. Why are you smiling? Oh, Jet was going to eat the shark. Hold on, I'm going to save the shark before Jet eats it. This one lives on top of my planners. Oh, it's got dogs. He did chew it.
He went to, yeah.
Oh, he tried to eat it. How rude. How rude. How rude. Okay, hold on. Let's go through these, shall we? Pretty Posy would be nice. Pretty Posy would be nice, although maybe it's a little bit too orange. Blossom's got blue in it. That would really look like. That would really look nice. So, oh, pardon me. Sunflowers and Sunshine, I think, is the one you're talking about. die. Sorry, I just saw it. It's really hard to pick. I should have done this first. But I really wanted you guys, ooh, Peacock Ballet maybe. Peacock Ballet maybe? They're all up here. That's why I'm looking up like this crazy angle. Hold on. I'm going to stand up. Okay, let's just grab a couple. Just grab a couple. I'm actually really heavily leaning towards Blossom, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Ooh, Rainy Days I used... Oh, I didn't. I didn't use Rainy Days. And Lime Tripper, that might be it. I think that might be it. I think you're onto something there. Okay, so I don't want to use that So 90s or Barista Brunch. We could do Peacock Ballet. Or, I don't want to do Getaway. Blossom. Or Rainy Days will actually fit absolutely perfectly with the colours. I think those teals will match. What do you think? You reckon Rainy Days? I just want a couple of thumbs up and tell me if that's the one that you think I should do. I'm going to put this back up here now. Hold on. Nearly dropped them. That would have been hilarious. Not. I think we're down to those three. So we're either doing Peacock Ballet, Blossom, or Rainy Days. Tell me which one. We'll think about that while I'm doing this next bit. So, I'm going to flip up to the camera above my head. So what I've got for this is I've got the absolutely gorgeous tan. I'm just going to take off... Oh, look at all the thumbs up! God, you guys make me so happy. I was going to take off the little charms just because I'm going to be banging around. I don't want it banging on the glass. So I've got the PA charm that came, not with it, but came as an additional buy. And then I've also got this little one here. This is one that came out of my advent calendar last year. And I put it on here as soon as I got this TN. We're just like, yeah, that's going to live on there. So this is just one out of my advent calendar from Simply Danny. So I'm just going to pull those charms off, just so we don't make so much noise. Yay! Sound's gone a bit funky, says Caroline. Ryan will look into it. Yep, there we go. Everyone's saying the same thing. 1 second, we'll work it out.
What do they mean funky?
Sounds distorted. I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to talk about something else so that we don't waste any time. But Ryan's going to have... It sounds like I'm gargling. Jeez. I'm just going to type it in here just in case. Let me know if you can still understand me, and I'll keep talking. Otherwise, I'll just pause for a second. Whee! There you go. Hopefully that made you laugh, Danica. I would not sing. Not in a million years, Di, will you catch me singing on camera. You hear me humming and doobie-doobie-doing, but that's about it. Oh, I thought you dropped something on the floor. Oh, okay, never mind. Ryan's just tuning in. I think it happened when you changed camera. So hold on. Ryan's just going to flick to the other one. I think. No, he's testing something. Damn. Gargling? Flick to the other camera and see if it still does it.
Yeah, it's on the webcam now, that's fine.
Oh.
When I changed.
Right. Okay, it's the camera. Uh-oh. Does that mean we just can't do a headshot?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Oh,
Oi, can you fix on the run?
I can try.
Ryan's going to fix on the run. So for now, I'm going to talk to you guys and I'll just kind of go along and I'll just hold things up so you can see. So yeah, just ignore him. So the TN has, I've got the 2 notepads in here, which I'm going to leave this one for sure. I may take this one out. I haven't decided yet. But first off, we're going to put the rings in, which I know you guys have seen before, but can we do sound from one camera and video from the other?
The sound's not coming from either camera.
Oh, the sound's not coming from either camera, Sammy, which is why it's weird. So we're going to put in the rings for these ones. So I always keep them in their little bits so they don't sort of lose parts of them. Although not having fingernails makes it really hard to get them out again. So if you haven't seen how to do these before, it is so easy. So you have the little, what I like to call the female part. And I slide that in the hole in between the 2 strings. And I'll show you in just a second. This is why I wanted the top-down camera tonight. But we'll get it. Brian will fix it. I have faith. Brian apparently has no faith. He giggled. Okay, so I've put the 2 female bits, whoops, in the little holes in the spine. And then you grab the rings. And you put them over that. I like to do this with them open, but that's my preference. And then you've got the male bit and I've got the plastic around it. So you guys can see that, I hope. Yes, more melodies going on sale tomorrow, Sammy. It's very exciting. Now the easiest way to do this is with a screwdriver. I've never tried it without a screwdriver. I think it would be too complicated. So a screwdriver it is. In the hole and just tighten it up until it feels solid. If you're using the plastic bits, you won't do any damage to the actual metal on the rings, so it makes it much easier. Goes 1. And in less than 5 minutes, I have turned this from a strings to a rings. Ta-da! All done. So easy. This is why I love the melodies. Now, the strings that are still there, you can do one of 2 things. You can either take them out, which I never do because I actually tend to use, I still use some strings at the back, so I don't mind having the string poking out. But if you don't, if you like it being tucked in, you can just tuck it in. Sarah, I'm happy to have it on this angle too, and if that's the way we have to do it, it's the way we have to do it. But it's going to make it a bit difficult once I start doing decorating and stuff. So that's why I'm sort of hoping that Ryan will be able to fix this. Now I'm just getting a slightly bigger screwdriver and just giving that just a little bit more of a tighten, just because I can. And there we go. Easy peasy. All done. Yay. Tabitha, what did you miss in Sammy's live? You missed the next kit, which I'm not going to spoil because you can go over and have a rewatch of that video if you like. So good. I cannot wait for the next one. There's a lot of blue in the next one and I'm really happy about that. Alright, so I'm now going to grab out, these are the inserts and the dividers from the Books and Botanicals release. So I'm just going to use those now. I haven't punched any of these yet. So I'm going to show you how I punch them or how I've been punching them. Now I cheat and I use this. This is my We Are Memory Keepers, confetti maker. Planner punch board, which means I can punch 3 holes at a time, which saves a lot of trouble when you're punching inserts and stuff, which obviously we're about to do a lot of. So I have this set up already, and I have it set up on 7, no, it should be 8. Sorry, I knew it was wrong. 8, 18 and 28, and that's just about perfect for the rings. I am just going to double check that before I punch again, because when I did the ones from Lights Planner Action, they are a little bit tight, so I just want to double check it before I punch. And the way I do that is I grab out one of the old inserts or covers, place it in the punch board, and then just pull it back and just check that right above, that the holes actually match up with those numbers. So this one, the 8's right in the right place, 18's right in the right place. 28's probably a little bit not in the right place, which is why it's probably a bit rough, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And then I'm just checking it's the same thing on the other side. So, I'm going to grab out the first cover, line it up in here. This has really good little notches in it, so it's going to hold it really nice and still, and punch. Now, if you're only doing one of the cardboard ones, it makes it really easy. It's so simple to punch through. It doesn't get stuck. And all I do to pull it out, so I just put my finger down on the holes, on the punches, sorry, and pull back, and that way it doesn't grab. So just let me know if anything, you can't see anything, or you want to see something in more detail, and I'll stop and show you a bit more closely. But I'll show you all of the dividers once I've punched them. Okay, so they are all of the dividers punched with just the bottom holes. This is when I just like to grab it up, check that that sits in nicely, which it is, so that's all good. And then I do the exact same thing with the other side, but you just flip it over. So this time I'm coming from the top. Now I'm just going to check this when I punch it. I'm just going to put it in the planner and make sure it's fine. That sits in much nicer than the inserts. And that way I know it's all good, and then I can keep going. I love that these come unpunched. I think it's such a clever idea. And I know Sammy's here, and I know you guys know that I think all of these things, so I'm not just blowing smoke. But it means that they're usable for every different kind of planner. Like if you wanted to string these in, I'm sure there's a way I could think of that. But if you wanted to use discs, you can do that. If you use a different kind of planner, like if you're not using a Melody, if you want to use something else instead, like just a V6, you can just make sure it fits in whichever one you want. I think it's really clever. Oh, I love books of botanicals. Damn, this is a pretty kit. Oops, that way. Now please excuse me if I get a little bit out of breath tonight. I don't know what's going on. I thought it was just when I was walking that I was getting a bit out of breath, but I just feel a little bit breathy. I already got water. Ryan got me water earlier so that I wouldn't be too dry while I was talking to you. Lani, going through that one bit of cardboard, it's like going through butter. So easy. So easy. And the inserts will be the exact same. So I'm just going to grab the ones out of here. I love these. I love these. Sammy, put them in the store. Put them in the store. Now, I'll never punch more than sort of 3 of these at once, and that's just because I don't want them to wiggle. So I'm just going to punch a month for now, and then I'll come back and do the others later. So this has got, before I punch that, I'll just count them. So this has got 2 bits of paper. No issue at all, Lani. And in a second, I'll try more than 2, just so I can show you. So I'll do 3. Oops, nearly put them on the wrong side. And you can always tell which side because there's one that is wider than the other. So you can always tell that's supposed to be the punch side. So this is with 3. 3's a little harder, but not by much. Not by much at all. So I reckon 3's fine. 2 or 3, somewhere in there is good. This is where I'm going to be really not fun and not talky when I'm concentrating. So please excuse me if I go quiet. Oops, lost me, Ryan. There you go.
Sorry.
I'm back.
Yeah, I don't think I can fix it.
Oh no, Ryan can't fix it.
Not live.
Okay, we're just going to have to go with this tonight, guys. I apologise. We'll be fine. Alright, so I've just punched the top one of the back ones, and I just, again, want to try and make sure that this fits in nicely and sits on the rings nicely. So I'm just double checking. Yeah, no problem at all. Easy squeezy. Easy squeezy. So I just finished doing this. I'm going to try and go just a tinsy bit faster. Not too much faster because I don't want to make a boo-boo. Samisha said these are coming to the store really soon. Yay! And Ruth, I did see your question. I'm coming back to it. So just give me 2 seconds. Oh, breathy, breathy. How's everyone's day been? I hope everybody is having a good day. Things aren't too hectic or worrisome or scary, whichever part of the country / world you happen to be living in. Victoria had a good day. Victoria had a good day today. We're getting there. Slowly, slowly. Alright, so all punched. This thing just, and I'm not going to hold it up again because I'll just get confetti everywhere. This thing has paid for itself, I don't know how many times over. It's so good. I will link, when I finish the video, I'll go back and I'll link as many places as I can find. So this is one of the KittyK V6s. One of the ones I haven't used very much. Whoops. So I'm just going to put this in. Fits perfect. Hold on. Hold on. Let's do it properly. Ruth deserves a proper look at it. So, I will say, these are B6 wide, like these are 4 wide planners, so you can see they sit out a bit further than my inserts, like even the tabs do in this one. But, if I did this, let's just take everything out for a sec. You can put it all back in afterwards, so it's not a big deal. You can see you could easily have them in there, but they are a little bit wider. They really are a little bit wider. They'll pop out the side. But you could always laminate these and that wouldn't be so much of a problem. Or you could trim them down the side and make it a little bit skinnier. I don't recommend that, but that's mainly because there's some beautiful artwork in here and I wouldn't want to play with it. But they do fit. Yes, they do fit. There you go. Sammy just put some info there for you. Okay, so you do get, so that's 1 month, 2 months, I think it's 4 months worth of inserts that come with the set. Sammy, you have to let me know how many are coming in the next one. I have also got the printed TN ones, which are good too, because at some point or another I'm sure I'll go back to my regular TN strings instead of this one, but anyway. Alright, so I think we're ready to actually start decorating, I think. So if we're going to be using rainy days, I need to get one more thing. I need to get one more thing before I actually start. So excuse me, I'm going to stand up and walk away. Oh, drunk. Rainy days. Come on, magnets. Just grabbing some washi tape, because my washi tape doesn't live with my kids. Okay. Whew, breathing. So I have my rainy days washi tape. I also grabbed the blue and the green that was from the Books and Botanicals washi release. Ryan's leaving messages. I'm not used to seeing Ryan's messages come up. That's weird. These are from the Books and Botanicals washi release as well. So I've just grabbed those just so I've got some extras. And if I need to add any more, I have my entire washi collection sitting right in front of me. So, fun. Alright, let's have a look here. I have stamps. We're going to be using some stamps. I have die cuts. We have all the papers. And we have some stickers. Okay. I'm just pulling everything out because it's just so much easier to work once I've got bits and pieces in front of me. This is a kit I have really heavily used already. So there is a fair bit of chunk in the bottom, but that's okay. Alright, so I always do a title page because I feel like I need one, which means we're going to be using this page because it's my absolute favourite. And we're also going to be using some of the acetate. And that's where I'm very glad I have 2 bits. So this one's going to make the best intro page. So sorry, I'm going to have to keep remembering to hold it up. So if I forget and I don't say anything, please just show me, like just say something so I know to hold it up. So I'm going to have that sitting about here, I think, about there-ish. So it's sort of in the middle. It's going to get that park bench right in the middle, and it'll look really pretty. Now I'm just double checking if I've still got another bit of that paper, because now I'm scared. No, I do. We're good. Still got one other bit. No, nothing to worry about. Okay. Now usually when I do this, I'm sitting here and it takes me, I won't say hours and hours and hours. It doesn't take me that long. But I'm going to not do as much. Like, I don't want this to be a 3-hour long video because Ryan's tired and I'm tired and I'm sure you guys are tired. So I don't want to do that. But I'll do it as close to how I would normally do it as I can. So I'm just marking roughly where that kind of goes. And we'll just trim it. Just using my paper trimmer. If I ever get nervous before I cut this paper, which I do all the time, I always just chuck it back in again. Make sure it's in the right spot. It's always better to cut a little bit more than you need, because that way at least if you mess it up you can trim off a bit more. And then I find it easier to then glue this bit of paper and then cut off all the excess. So that's just, again, me. Just going to work out where I want that to sit. I love that rainy day. It's so cool. And I'm going to use just glue tape for this, but you can use normal glue if you want. So just all over that front cover. I go in between the holes as well, so it's got a good coverage. And then a line straight up next to them. Oh, I'm sorry, Esther. Where is he? Oh, he's sitting back over there. Ryan brought his bed in thinking he was going to sit in it, and he's just looking at it like, no, you don't need to sit in that. It's not bedtime yet. So I'm just lining this up on the very edge of the paper. And before I stick, I'm just really quick little sort of line there. I'm just making sure that's sort of in the right-ish spot, which it is, so we're good. Go, and then just trimming off all of the excess. So this is why you guys don't get live weekly decorations with me, because you'd have to sit through all of this, which I can usually fast forward through, which is the only downside. So I'm just using the trimmer as my guide to make sure I'm not cutting this wonky. Just lining it up. Thank you, Ryan. Sorry, I just read Ryan's comment. I'll keep looking up and he's leaving comments. It's weird. You guys could have question and answer time with Ryan while I'm doing that. While I'm doing this, sorry, if you wanted to. You have Q&A with Ryan. Where did I put it? There it is. I knew I put my single hole punch somewhere. I just couldn't find it. Now I really could just put this back into the punch board. I just like to punch these ones out by hand. It's just a control thing more than anything else. Oh, this hole punch isn't quite as big as the other one anyway, so it's okay. And there we go. That was easy. We have a dashboard. Not going to do anything too fancy with that one, but I do want to put an acetate topper on there, so I'm just checking that I don't have, because I know I used the acetate. Oh no, I didn't. I thought I used the acetate in this, but I didn't. So I'm just going to put the acetate on top just as a flipper more than anything else. You could put it a different size, but I think I love the cover. Like, I love the look of the, and I don't know how well you guys can see, but I love the look of the foil over the top of that scene. That's just perfect to me. So we're going to do that. Pave trimmer. I'll put it somewhere. So you do the same thing I just did. Just cut that to the right size. Now I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to do it this way, which is just, I've just measured how big it is. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing I did before and just make sure I give it just a twitsy bit more. Now when I'm cutting acetate, I always push a little bit heavier and go up and down a few more times because acetate sometimes doesn't cut through as nicely as you'd like. And then the easiest way to do this next bit is either you trust it, which I try to do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just lining that up with the bottom. Or you get yourself out a whiteboard marker and you mark it, and then you can cut from there. I'm going to trust it this time. We'll see how we go. Oh, that one worked really well. So we'll just go like that. Perfect. Perfect. And you need to cut acetate slow. Exactly, Sammy, because it does slip. It does have a tendency to slip. For the little holes, two ways you can do that. Again, because it slips, what Sammy says is 100% right. I don't like to punch holes in there while I'm holding it. So I'll just grab a whiteboard marker and just use that. Mark out where the holes go. Let's see if I can punch the holes actually through with the punch board. I've never tried with acetate with the punch board before, so let's see. Now, this is something I do know. With acetate, you want to do it quick because you want it to cut through and you want it to be a really solid hit. So I'm just going one big punch, so holding still, one quick punch. Perfect. And I know you guys can't see that because it's acetate and it sees straight through. But anyway, so line it up, hold it still, one quick punch. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So much easier than doing it hole by hole. So much easier. All right. Now I always put a title on my. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. Duh. I always put a title on the front of the month, so I know I want to put it there. And what are we in? September. So now, unfortunately, Jet's sitting right in front of my sticker collection, so I'm just going to stand up and shimmy over here.
Why are you shimmying?
Because I don't want to pull this over and I don't want them to see my very, very, very large bottom.
But you were getting up there before.
Oh, yeah, probably good point.
Lifting your chair up. Showing a bit of skin.
There was no skin. I apologise, guys, if there was skin.
I have no idea if there was either. I wasn't
How
looking.
rude. Alright. So I have... Now I'm just going to have a quick read of some comments. Oh, people was asking you how your job was going. Ah. Just making sure. So these are from Barney and Moon. I just want to use them so I... he's being meanie. Thank God for that. I want to use the gold. That's sort of where I'm going with that. I just want to have a look at it first. He's so cruel to me. It's really hard. I want to show you guys everything I'm doing, but at the same time, it's very difficult when it's from there. So what I'm sort of thinking... Where are my tweezers? So I don't want to stick it down yet. So just sort of put it in here under the tree. What do you think? Could put it up the top as well. But I think under the tree looks really cool. There-ish. Zoom in. No, I know. I mean me, not you.
Oh, I'll make one that's a bit zoomed in.
Middle centered in the sky, Sammy. Ooh, maybe. middle centered. Whoops, she's gone sideways. I'm really bad at this. This whole working back to front is weird. Middle centered. Well, everyone says in right in the middle. Okay. I don't mind. Oh, hello, my head. Oh, now you say under the tree. Stop changing your minds.
Not what they're saying.
Oh, funny.
So you're a bit closer now.
Okay, so we're gonna do either under the tree or middle center. There's the two choices. So let me know. Let me know. Stop zooming in now. You're just making me look big. This is so fun. It's taken 37 minutes and all I've done so far is cut the dashboard. Seriously. Ryan, middle center or under the tree?
Middle center.
Middle center. Because I've got the amount of... On the bench. On the bench! Everyone's talking different ideas. We're going to do middle center. We're going to do middle center. I'm just not going to be quite... It's going to be a little bit middle top center. I'm just having a look at that. I'll hold it up in a second so you guys can see. There we go. There we go. Just how good does that look? And then when you add in the foil on top, it's just... Oh. Lime Trooper... Rainy days, best idea ever. Best idea ever. Alright, this is where we go a little bit faster. So we're going to pull out the months. So you've got the month set up that's just like this. This is a little bit easier for me because it's a lot simpler. Generally all I use is washi tape. But I do have to change a few of the stickers because if you guys know my YouTube schedule at all, I run Sunday to Saturday. I don't run the other way. So I tend to put white out over all the days. That's the first thing. White out over all the days. Don't panic because we're going to cover these up so it won't make any difference. Washi on the top. Now you can use the super wide washi on this one as well because it fits just nicely on the top there. We'll use the pretty flowers. That little birdie tells so many things in this live, Sammy. That little birdie tends to drop more hints in this live than she does in your live. Night, Esther. Thank you for coming. I know I'm waffling on tonight, but something different. I don't usually waffle. Well, actually, that's not true. I completely waffle, but at least I'm waffling and doing things at the same time. So I'm just going to stick that down just so it doesn't wobble around. I'm just going to line that up because I like it to be straighter. There we go. And then we'll get some days of the week. So my favourite days of the week are from Oscar and Lou. Now only don't use the PA ones because they've got the dots on the top, which is why I'm actually very glad that Sammy's changed some of the ones this time. Not this time, she's changed some of the ones moving forwards that don't have the dots. So that's a little bit different. So anyway, but I'm just going to grab, this is out of my reusable sticker book. So I'm just going to grab some days because I have anything spare lives in here. So I think I'm just missing a Sunday and a Monday, but I can get that out in a second. Or I'll use the Madness one instead. This is my Oscar and Lou Ultimate Sticker Book. Same thing, or not same thing, but it's got a bunch of days and dots and things like that in it, which are very, very useful. Actually, not looking forward to the day that I run out of stickers in this book. It'll make me very sad. No. I'm out of days of the week stickers in there too. Sorry, Jet. I stood on the dog. Probably. That's why I'm yelling.
This is so thrilling.
Shush you! Oh no! Don't tell me I don't have any left. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. I'll just have to use what I've got left hiding in here. Sorry. We are very good at keeping secrets, Caroline. That's very true. So all I do, sorry, we'll now get to the bit where I actually talk about stuff. I'm just going to put these stickers down over the top of where the washi tape was, and so I just move it from Sunday to Monday. So it's not really all that difficult. But it's just that way I can change this to be the way I need it to be, as opposed to starting on a Monday, sorry. And again, this would be where in normal videos, I'd fast forward. But I'll show you guys in just a sec what I've done. Ryan should start entertaining you. He can talk while I'm not talking. That's fine with me.
No, I have a bad voice.
You do not. He said he had a bad voice. It's not true at all. Hey, Natasha. So I'm just going to trim off the excess at the bottom, at the top first, and then I'll show you very quickly. And then I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. Just looks like that. Easy as. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And we'll just do the exact same thing on the other side. I just like to line up the washi tape so that it's on the same line. Could obviously do them at the same time, and that would be so much easier, but I don't work that way. See, this is where I'm going to get quiet, so apologies. Ryan is a good dancer. I'm going to let him answer his own questions because he doesn't need me to do it. I know, but that feels weird. I'm used to answering questions for you.
Oops.
What did you do? When have you seen him dance? Now I'm worried. Have you two been hanging out without me? That's just rude. Dance monkey. Come on, Ryan. Dance for the ladies. He doesn't dance for me. Okay. I'm just going to pull these all out of the book. It makes it a bit easier. I need another one of these books. I'm sure I've got days of the week somewhere. I think I've just pulled them out and put them somewhere I shouldn't have put them where I put them. Anyway. Oof. So just trimming off the excess again, and I think at the bottom I might put some pattern paper. You could put pattern paper, you could put stickers, you could put the other kind of washi, you could put absolutely anything in here. And the other thing I need to do is put my numbers in. So I'm going to use my Luscious Labels little mini, these are the Hobonichi size numbers, and I just find they sit in here much better and they give me plenty of room to write. All I need to do is check what day of the week September starts on. September starts on a Tuesday. So you just put the 1 in and then continue. Now this is the boring part. I'm aware that this is boring, so please don't tell me that it's boring, because I know. I always put my numbers in the top left-hand corner of the box, but you could put them anywhere you like. Don't put them in the middle of the box. That's probably, kind of wasteful. So I'll just do the first kind of couple of days, and then I'll keep going, because me sticking down numbers is probably pretty boring. Probably pretty boring. If I don't finish this with you guys tonight, I'll finish it tomorrow because I've still got tomorrow off, which is good. Natasha, I'm just working now. Natasha or Natasha, you have to let me know if it's R or A. So I know people that do both. 29. This is my social media setup. This is how I track or plan out my videos and track when I film them and stuff like that. So this is just sort of how I keep track of everything. So I'm just going to do Tuesday and then Thursday just so that I've got one on each page, then I just fill in the gaps. Makes it very simple. And using tweezers makes it even better. If you have planner tweezers, if you don't have planner tweezers, I would highly suggest getting some because they are just fabulous. 15, 17.
Tash is fine.
Tash is fine. Thank you. I still know. I was going to say if it's Tash, there will be an R in there. It's a South Australian thing, I think. We have that R sound confuses us. Although I'm very glad my name's not Ashley. That would be horrible. Alright. 29, 30 on a Tuesday, 30 on the Wednesday. Okay. So, we need to get paid for something on the bottom. Sorry. So you can just see the numbers are just sort of floating down along there. I'll fill the rest in later on. That's not a big deal. So I just need to work out what I'm going to put on the bottom. I love this stamp set's one of my favorites, and you guys know that because I did use it in a bunch of different places. I love the houses in this one. They're just so cute. So I might actually do like a row of houses on the bottom and just stamp them out. And then I can, like, I know that you can do that with the washi tape, but I just kind of like sometimes having a different feel. So I'm going to put 2 of the houses on each side, just spread them out. And then we'll put in one of the trees in the middle. So there are 2 different trees. So I'm going to do one tree on the left and 1 tree on the right. So I've just lined them up. I'll get my extra long acrylic block for this one because then I can just do it in one hit. I didn't think I'd use my ink tonight, so I didn't have it out. I used my Memento ink just because I know it doesn't bleed through. Could use any kind of ink you wanted. You could use colours. Ooh, colours. Hold on. Before I stamp. I didn't make noise. No one saw it. No one saw it. No one heard it. Didn't do it. So I'm just cleaning off that ink. I'm just going to have a look with peacock feathers, and this is where I love having everything in my office just where I know it is. Peacock feathers, and then whatever this colour is, mustard seed, that's what I thought. So, never too late, Sheena. So I've got peacock feathers, which is my teal, and I've got mustard seed, which is my yellow. And I'm just going to stamp this out on a bit of scrap. It's actually a post-it note, but it'll do. I just want to see what it looks like if I do like an ombre kind of thing. Ombre kind of thing. So, I'm going to put mustard seed on the left. I'm going to about halfway through the tree. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. And then I'll put peacock feathers on the other side. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit of bleed between the two because it cleans off really easily. And if I don't like this, I can always go the other way. So we'll just see what it looks like. Ooh. I'll show you in a sec. I want to show you both at the same time. And then the other one I'm going to try is top and bottom. So I'm going to put mustard seed. Oops. Just want to make sure I've got this a little bit cleaner than that. Mustard seed along the top. And then we'll put peacock feathers on the bottom. And you just keep it to sort of using the top of the, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, using the top of the ink pad. Gives you such a cool ombre effect in the middle. Alright, voting. Thank you, Ryan. So do you want to do the left and right? That way. Or the top and bottom? There's the choices. So left and right, top and bottom. Or black. Or black. You can vote black. I won't be offended if you pick black. And in the meantime, I'm just going to clean these off. I very rarely use anything to clean my stamp sets other than just a cloth. That's all I use. If they are really dirty and they need it, I'll just spray a little bit of water.
One of each.
Ryan's going to count up the votes.
Top and bottom currently winning.
Top and bottom is currently winning. Top and bottom currently winning. I think that looks really cool. And I love the ombre the ombre line in the middle is why I'm leaning towards top and bottom, because I like then you kind of get 3 colours on all 3, because you get the yellow, a little bit of a green in the middle, and then the teal at the bottom. So I'm leaning towards top and bottom. So now there's top and bottom still winning because I'm throwing my vote into the ring. I'm voting. I'm gonna vote too. So I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds, sorry, and then I'll call it one way or the other. While I'm waiting, I'm just gonna stick, just using some of my leftover washi tape. Just gonna stick these pages down just so they don't wiggle when I go to stamp it. Nothing worse than getting it all lined up and it all looks perfect and then you go to stamp it and your page moves. It's pain. Giving it 2 more seconds. Top and right, top and bottom, top and right. We're not doing top and right, that's just confusing. Top and bottom it is. I'm casting the vote there, so we'll go top and bottom. So I'm doing that exact same way, I'm just inking it up. I'm being a little bit more careful this time because obviously I want to make sure this is a good impression. I'll show you something else in a second as well. Once I've stamped this down for the second time, so I've got all the ink along there. We'll just stick that down. Oh, that looks so cool. I'll show you in a sec. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. The only thing I'm going to change, I'm just going to pull out one of the trees and put in the other tree instead. Just so they look a little bit different. So I think I'll just do, because it's now 8:54, we're getting very close to 9 o'clock already, and Ryan's yawning, which means it must be nearly time for bed. I'm just going to do this monthly spread, and then I'll do one of the weeks just to show you how I set it up. And then I'll show you guys the rest on social media during the week. Because otherwise we will be here all night. I did know this was a big project. I kind of hoped I'd been going a little bit faster. I had been gas bagging along the way, so that doesn't help. Doesn't help. Oh, that looks so cool. Yeah, I know. I get very excited about the things I make too. It's sad. Alright, now, not so much of a problem with the yellow. The yellow has absolutely no transfer of the teal whatsoever. There is a little bit of a transfer of the teal onto, of the yellow onto the teal. Get your cloth, same one you were just using to clean it, wipe it off. That simple. These they don't transfer and permanently stay. They are so good at just getting rid of anything. You just wipe it off. This needs to go in the wash, this one, but not yet. So I'll just clean that off quickly because you guys don't want to see me cleaning. And then peel these off gently. Make sure I don't stick my finger in the ink. Not gently enough. Ta-da! Up. What do we think? I love that so much. It's so good. I love a little bit of ombre. There's something very cool about mixing colours, which you don't always get with black. Like, black looks great. Black would have been fine, but I don't know. I like mixing colours. Alright. Very quickly, I'm just going to grab that same bit of sticky paper that I just used. And I'm just going to stick that down on that bit of paper. Just give it a quick rub. Just because that way it takes off anything that might still be a little bit wet. It's a superfluous thing, but it just means it won't smudge so much. Alright, so moving on to our first kind of weekly spread. So this is going to start on the Tuesday. And this is where I'm going to have trouble because I need those days. I'm sure I have some. I remember buying a bunch. Whoops. Dropping stuff. I'm sure I bought some. Must have put them somewhere funny. Just gonna have a quick look again, just to make sure I haven't hidden them somewhere stupid. Date dots. Date dots. Ryan, this is when you're supposed to talk.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You have to talk louder, remember, because you need to be on the microphone.
I can't entertain you.
Yes, you can. Tell Ryan he can entertain, guys.
I know they can tell me, that doesn't mean I can do it.
I think he can entertain. Alright, I can't find any of those ones, so I'm going to use some of my old Studio Kylie ones instead, which are very, very, very similar. They're just vinyl stickers, not regular stickers, but that's okay. So I'm going to use the washi at the bottom. Makes it so easy. And this time I am going to stick this together and try and go in one big strip. So I'll just stick these together and then stick them down so they don't wobble. Here you now, here you are now, entertainer. We could start singing, Ryan could start singing Smells Like Teen Spirit if you like. I actually don't think he knows that song.
Why are you trying to do things like that?
Fun to do? Fun to do? Alright. Whoops. Just sometimes I need help entertaining the kids, that's all. Just sometimes. So I'm just pulling off all the washi that was holding everything down. We'll cut off. Can you zoom out again? That's really weird. He's way too zoomed in on me, it's creepy.
No, you're looking at the wrong one.
Oh, am I? Oh, okay, righto. He probably does know that song, Tabitha. I'm just being mean to him. You do know that song, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's them. Could you sing it? Okay.
That's what you actually broadcast.
Thank you. Whew. I thought you guys were really, really, really zoomed in, and I'm thinking, geez, that's going to look horrible. So then I've just cut down the middle as well. And then we just need to punch at the top. Sorry, the bottom hole on the bottom. The bottom hole on the bottom of the page, because it's just a little bit covering the hole. And at the top, I'm going to put a bit of pattern paper. Oh, raindrops. Raindrops? Could do a row of houses, but I think that'll be a bit weird. always so much fun looking through, making sure I check everything I've got. There should be another bit of that raindrop paper. That's the house. I'll have a look in a second. Di just sent me a message and I'll have a look at it in just a sec. Okay. I must have used that raindrop paper somewhere. No, I don't want to use the raindrops anyway. I think I'll use the flowers. I think I'll put some flowers on the top. No, I won't. No, I won't. I'm actually going to cheat. Let's just put some stickers on the top. That's always more fun anyway. So I don't want to put washi tape because I've already used that. So I don't try and use it. Oh, it's for later. I'll have a look later then. I try not to use it sort of time after, like page after page after page, because then it looks really repetitive. So I try not to do that. Ooh, some of those flowers might work. And I also need a double box or a single box. All right. So I'm going to use the little raindrop box to cover Monday, because Monday is actually like a part of August. I'm just having to think about something before I do that. So I'm going to put in my days of the week, which, because these are so small, I just cover them straight up. It's not a big complication. Whoops. Sunday, Monday. Actually, I've got to cover up 2 of them, don't I? Because I start on Sunday. It's alright. I have an idea for that too. So Tuesday, Wednesday. Now I do put dates on these. Sometimes I forget how I do things and I like to go back and have another look. So I'm just going to move the Tuesday over. I'll show you in just a second. So I'm just moving the day over so it covers the little line. So I'll show you really quick. So see how on the Friday there's that little line and then the Friday? So the Thursday, I'll cover this up and I'll show you. The T of Thursday covers that straight over the top. And then from there, I'm going to grab some date dots. So these ones are from Oscar and Lou. And we'll just put the date straight next to the day. So I'll just do the 1, 2, 3. I'm very slow. I apologize, guys. There you go. So you've got the 1, 2, 3 on the top there. Now I just realised that that's going to be Sunday, Monday. So I'm going to put the umbrella one back. I'll just check what the other double box was. I'm sure I saw it. I just flicked past it too fast, I think. Or was there only one set of boxes in this one, Sammy? Maybe there was just one set. That's okay. So, because I've only got the one set, or where did the quote cards go? Well, technically, Natasha, he's not sitting in the room while I craft. He's sitting in the room while he films me, which is a little bit different. He won't sit in here and do this when I'm doing this on my own. Like, that doesn't happen.
I do film sometimes. I do if you need to film side-on shots and stuff.
Yeah, if he needs to, he will sit in here when I do weekly decos, but he won't sit in here while I do anything else, which is fine.
I do.
Oh, well, very little else. Not while I craft. He sits in here when I film.
Not when you do this sort of thing.
No. He is very patient though, and he's learnt a lot. So I'm just grabbing the quote card that says raindrops keep falling on my head. And I'm just going to put this up in the top left corner. Just try and make it straight, which it's now not. So if I actually use the lines, that would help. And then I can put some stickers around it and then on the top. So I'm going to put the little yellow umbrella, which in here is upside down. I'm just going to flip it and have it sitting up the right way. And actually, I'm going to grab the washi, which is all these little raindrops. And I'm just going to grab my knife out in a second. So I'm just going to, oh damn it, too close. So I'm just going to cut with it. I just need it to be straight. So I'm just using my scissors to cut that. And I'm just poking it in so it sits just on the bottom of the line. And again, I'll hold this up in a second so you guys can see. And then just with my knife and a ruler, I use my little ruler instead of my big ruler because it's a bit easier. Actually, see if I can just trim it. Should be using my washi cutter for this, but anyway. So you can see the little raindrops are falling down from underneath the umbrella, which doesn't make any sense, but it looks cute.
They shouldn't be falling outside the umbrella.
I like to make up my own stuff. So let's do the same thing again because it's wide enough for another one. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Oops. Tweezers help. Again, this is why I don't do my weekly decorations live, because you just get them all being really quiet while I try and get everything in the right spot. Which takes a really long time. Okay. Ta-da! So that covers up that little bit of space. And then I'm just going to stick a couple of stickers along the top, just to finish it off, and then I'm going to show you. Where's my little jet stretching? Don't know if anyone else heard that, but I heard that loud and clear. A useful umbrella. Exactly. You could walk around and water plants by opening the umbrella. It's a perfect idea. Desley says hi. Hey, Dezzles! You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be somewhere else. I'm kidding. She's allowed to be here. I was going to grab another one of these little flowers. I was looking to see if I had a page... Oh, actually. To see if I had a page breaker, which I do have. It's just going to be one of this ones. So this one's a little house kind of thing. Just trying to make sure it's in the middle. There we go. And then I'm just going to grab a couple of other decorative little flowers and stickers and crazy things. Get some gum boots. You don't always have to have like a full line of stuff on the top. You'd see if I showed you my actual kind of, not my actual, my other months. I tend to just use the papers on the top because they're a lot easier to do this with, but at the same time sometimes it's nice to do something a little bit different. little bit different. Just grab this little one here. So I'll show you in just a sec. Okay. Just want to cover these two up really quickly. So I just need to cover up Friday and Saturday and put the date in, and then we're basically done, except for the bit where I put in, where I write everything down. And I want to show you that because that's a part that I don't know how many people who do YouTube or people who do videos, I don't know how many people actually do it like this. So I want to show you because it's kind of cool. It's come about after a lot of testing different ways of doing a YouTube tracker, and it's not really a tracker, it's just more so I can plan out my videos. So yeah, so there we go, that's what that one looks like. So got some flowers there and the house on the side. Alright, then to put the actual what videos are going where on here, these are my Lily and Lion icons that I use for Facebook, Instagram and YouTube. So YouTube, I'm going to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I'll do this one later. But YouTube I leave, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets of dots. So I leave the first 2 and I just cover up that second one. So I'll show you again in just a sec. So you can see where that little YouTube is. So there's a gap at the top, and that's where I write what the video is. And then I put in, these are the best for this. They really, really are. These are my planner stamps that I made with Dawn Lewis for my advent calendar for last year. We're not doing an advent calendar for anyone who's about to ask that question for 2020. There's just a lot going on, and I'm just not up for it. So I like to use, I flick between the circles and the square. It's just something different. So I've got the circles there. There's 5 circles on here. I only use 4. So I just line that up on my little etch marks and ink up the 4. Ink up the 4, just like that. Stamp it down. I'm actually just going to really quickly do the Friday as well, because there's a video that goes up on Friday. So only the days that a video goes up look like this one, and I'll show you what the other ones look like in a second as well. Oh, thank you, Denise. I love you guys too. If I could be in 2 places at once, I would be, but I can't because I have to actually keep talking to people, which makes it really hard to do that. So you've got the 2 little trackers there. So that's just for YouTube. So that's for tracking when I've filmed the video, when Ryan's edited the video, when I've done the description for the video, and when I've posted the video. And they just get a little tick once I've done them. The other things that go in here are YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. So I just grab my little Insty one, and that just sits underneath. And then Facebook as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and just really quickly stick all these in so that the page is finished, and then you guys will be able to see how it's kind of set up. So if anyone who's here, if once I'm finished, if you want to, which won't be too far away because holy crap, it's 9:15. When did that happen? If you want to head over to the Planner Jam page or Planner Jam Facebook page or events page, there is a Planner Jammers event going on right now. If you wanted to come and hang out, I don't know whether I might come and hang out for a little while. Shut up, Ryan.
You did a double take.
What?
You did a double take.
Did I?
You looked at what I said, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, of course Ryan's modest. Always.
That was Denise.
Oh, okay, sorry. I might pop over and be on there for a little while because I've got to finish doing this anyway, so So if you guys have any questions or anything you want to ask, now's the time. I'm not going to go past 9:25. Probably will. I'm going to try not to go past 9:25. So I'm going to give this 10 more minutes, and then we'll cut this off. So if you want to ask questions or anything, go ahead now, and I'll answer them in just a sec. So there we go. That's what the page ends up looking like. So you can see there, I've got, sorry, the videos would be film, edit, description. Actually, hold on. I'll finish it off so it looks right.
Can you give Leo a shout out?
I will in just a second. There you go. So you've got film, edit, description, post, and I just tick them off as I film, edit, or do all the bits and pieces. Going through, Mr. Leo, Master Leo, not Mr. Leo, Master Leo. Thank you for coming and watching my video. Thank you for doing what your mum asks and sitting still. I appreciate it very, very much. And give your mum a big hug for me, because if I was there, I'd be giving her a big hug, and I can't give anyone hugs right now. So you can do it for me, Leo. Big, big cuddle. So that's what my social media planner looks like. They look exactly the same every single week. I just decorate it slightly different. But each month gets its own little section, which it used to be... Where is it? I had it, didn't I? Did I have it out there? Yeah, I did. Hey, Sandra. So they used to be in the little booklets, which work. They are exactly the same in basically every way, shape, or form. Exactly the same. Just set out like that. Nothing changes with them, and then you got the weekly set up like that as well. It's just a different way to do it, whether you're in the rings or the strings, but either way works. Each month gets its own little one, and that way I can keep track of what I've done. I can go back and look at videos. Sometimes looking through on YouTube or on Instagram is really difficult. You don't really get a sense of when videos were. So it's a really good way to just keep track of what videos I've done when, and make sure I don't do too many of the same videos over and over and over again, because that would bore the heck out of you guys, and I don't want to do that. Alright, there we go. We got a dashboard, a monthly, and a weekly done in an hour and a half. Because I just rabbit on. Anyway. It's been fun making something in this video for a change instead of just chatting to you guys. Because I love chatting, but it's been nice to actually do something. Tabitha, yes I can. I'll definitely link those stickers. Lily and Lion stickers, these are just the best. They're the perfect size, they're the perfect kind of thing. They're just, I love them. I love them. Okay, I'm just really quickly scrolling back and just checking for any questions that I happened to miss.
Are you getting the Sunflowers PA book?
I'm coming to that one. Hold on, Ryan. Don't be so impatient.
Well, you didn't miss much.
Am I getting the Sunflowers and Sunshine PA box? I want to get it.
Or is that the Michaels one?
That's the Michaels one. I want to get it. It's the shipping. The box itself, I'd buy 8 of them, like in 2 seconds, because the Planner Babe one was fantastic and I loved it. And actually, the one thing that I didn't think I'd use out of that, I'd use it every single day, because I drink out of this bloody tumbler every single day. I want it. The shipping killed us. It was, what was $180 in the end? It was really expensive to get it here, and the box is completely worth it. I just haven't got $180 right now. So I'm being good. I figure, and Sammy's going to laugh at me and she's going to tell me off because I'm doing the wrong thing by her completely. I figure it's going to be there for a bit. I don't think it's going to sell out yet. And that's because the other one's still sitting there and it's been, 4 months? So I think I'll hold off a little bit until maybe Rona's over or less a pain in the butt. And then maybe it wouldn't have been 180. It was $64
That was for the shipping.
US for shipping. So that would have been about 120. I'm doubling, but that's not exactly what it was. But at that point, when it was, I'm probably exaggerating. It might have been 150 when I actually paid for the box as well. And that was completely my choice, and I was fine to do it, and I was happy. Like, that was fine. But I just can't afford to do it right now. So I'm gonna hold fire for a little bit and hope that it will still be there. And if not, Sammy can send me all the files. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, the shipping charges killed me. So I'm just going to wait and be patient until they drop down a little bit. And as soon as I get it, you guys will get the video. Now, speaking of videos, obviously you saw the Woodland Wonders unboxing on Monday. Friday, I've got a look through the Christmas stickers and the Lights Planner Action inserts that go with them. And then next Monday is Celebrate Day. So you'll get to see Celebrate. I do have it. I was just a bit slow on it. So that's going to go up, and then I'll start doing projects and weekly decorations and bits and pieces. I'll probably do Woodland Wonders weekly deco this week, I think. I have to film that. I haven't done it yet. So we'll see. Whew, it's hot in here. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. For all of you guys that are still here, who were here at the start, who are still here, you guys are my superheroes, because I would have turned off ages ago. I get very frustrated when I start babbling, and so I appreciate when people hang around with my babbling. This has been really good, because this is the first time I've crafted in probably a week and a half, maybe a week and a half, and it felt really good. You've knocked me back into crafting, which is good, because I have a bunch of birthday cards that I need to make. So hopefully tomorrow I can finish doing this, and then I can jump on and do a couple of birthday cards, but I will post a flick through of what I end up making for September over on my Instagram stories. Is that what they're called? Instagram stories or IGTV or whatever it is. I'll put it there so you guys can check it out and have a good look through it, because obviously it won't be a video, but these are the things that I like to do with my kits that you guys don't see. They don't just all sit up there and collect dust. A couple of them do have some dust, but that's why they're in these awesome plastic pockets. I don't always use as much as I should, but I do try and use them for more than just what you guys see on camera. So the best thing about them is that you seriously never run out. Like, when did Rainy Days come out? Was that... It was this year sometime, but I swear I haven't used any of the washi tape. So, and I know I have used a bunch of this washi tape. So definitely, like, they just last forever. I love that I still have stuff from Seaside, which was the very first one that came out 3 years ago. Happy birthday, Sammy. Just amazing. And there's so many different things you can do. You can obviously add in oxides, you can add in Copics, you can add in Tombos, you can add in foil, if you remember back to when I did that, the Rainy Days dashboard. There are so many different things you can do with this kit. It's just amazing. Like with the kits in general. It's amazing. I love doing it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming and chatting with me. Like I said, if you want to come and hang out a little bit longer and actually talk, you don't have to be on camera, you don't have to have your video on. You don't even have to actually talk, but if you want to come and hang out, I'm going to be over on the Planner Jammers Zoom call I'll probably break for 5 minutes or so. Denise from Luscious Labels is there, Desl's from Desley Jane Plans is there, so if you want to come and hang out, we'd so love to see you. We hope you haven't, I'm speaking for Ryan now. We thank you very much for coming and hanging out. We thank you very much for your constant support, especially in the last couple of weeks when I've been a bit icky. Much appreciated. I love you guys so much. Can't wait to see you again very, very soon. And I'll catch you in Friday's video. Bye! Stop, right?